Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Tech Talk with Lamel. I'm your host, Lamel, and today we're going to be diving into some features to help speed up your computer. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. One thing I'd like to say before we get into this, if you find absolutely anything in this video helpful, make sure you hit the like button. And if you want to be updated for new videos, make sure you hit that subscribe notification button. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to come here and make sure that our computer is completely up to date with all the latest updates, because sometimes they come out with new features and everything like that. So you're going to come over here, you're going to go to settings, and then you're going to click on updates. And it's going to take a moment. And as you can see, I have optional quality update available. Now, optional updates don't necessarily have to be installed, but I like to make sure that all my updates are installed. But before we do that, we're going to click here and we're going to have a check for other updates. All right. So before we restart it, I'm going to download and install my optional update. All right, so after you've done your reboot, sometimes I like to, this is not something that you have to do, I like to come back and make sure everything is completely installed and up to date. And as you can see, it's going to download a Defender antivirus. Now that that's all done, we're going to close this out. Okay, so the very next thing we're going to do is we are going to adjust the power or the power regulation through the computer, which is really easy to do. You go up here to settings, come over here to systems. You're going to click on power and sleep, and then you're going to come to over here where it says additional power settings. I'm going to click on that, and then it's going to come over here. Usually, most computers are set up in balance. Now, some of your options may be different than mine, but I have mine set to ultimate performance, which means it's going to run the machine as best it can without any power saving, which means it's not going to throttle anything or anything like that. If you don't have the ultimate performance, you can always choose high performance. All you do is just click on it, and that it'll automatically change it to it. And I'm going to keep mine to ultimate performance. And then we're just going to close that out. And then close that one out. All right, now that we've got our updates out of the way, we are going to do some more. We're going to check our startup sequences. Right click on the Windows bar and you're going to go run. Next, you're going to type in Shell, S-H-E-L-L. Start. I'm going to click OK. It's going to open up something like this. Now, I like to believe that I keep my computer pretty decent, and this is pretty much saying that, yeah, you are. What this is anything that starts up for just a regular shell startup is going to be the user. Like, say, if you have 3 users on the computer, each one has their own name. If you do that for the one that you're logged into, that's all the stuff that's going to come up that starts up when that particular user logs in. Mine is empty. Yours may not be. You can go through and choose to disable startup programs. I disable or delete. Now, with that being said, if you delete it, you're not deleting the program itself, you're just deleting the ability for it to start up on startup. All right, now that we've got that one taken care of, we're going to do the same thing again. Click run. H-E-L-L. O-N-N-O-N. S-T. And we're going to do common startup. Now, again, it's okay if this is empty for you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. And go through and disable it like you normally would. You just highlight the program, right-click on it, and it should give you either a disable or a delete button. Again, don't worry if you delete it, because it's not uninstalling the program. It's just stopping it from giving it the ability to start when the computer starts. Now, this one is across the board for all users. All right. Now we are going to come over here, and anywhere on a blank part in the toolbar, we're going to right click and we're going to go to Task Manager. All right, and then we're going to click on the tab. It says Startup, and you're going to notice that you may have some programs in here. Now, I have Cortana disabled on startup. You just right click, and if it's enabled, it'll say disabled. I don't want Cortana to start up when I start my computer up. Okay, this one here, it's a utility that is used by Windows, but it's not necessary to have it start when the computer starts. So again, you can just highlight that one and click disabled. The rest of these programs, I know what they do, and I knew that I need these two for my mouse. All right, so we're going to close out that. Now that we've got that all taken care of, we are going to go to our control panel to uninstall unnecessary programs. This is just going to be a quick run through. If you want to have a more detailed options, I will link a video in the card and in the description down below. But for now, we're going to click on, first we started out clicking on a little folder, brought this window up. And we're going to go here, right next to the little PC looking thing. We're going to click it and get the drop down menu, and we're going to hit Control Panel. Now, when we get here, uninstall programs. Uninstall programs. All right, here we go. So now we're going to go through. I use this. You know what? I don't use this program anymore. I'm just going to uninstall it. Now, what happened was, the screen blanked, and it asked me, are you sure you want to uninstall it? That's all that was. Uninstall. Yes. Close. And it's going to give you this. Just close out. I'm going to whine about it, whatever. This one's going to be an uninstall too. Uninstall. Close. All right, so now those are two programs that I don't use, and I don't want them, I don't need them in my system anymore. Now, another one is Web Viewer 2 for Microsoft Edge. You're going to uninstall that. You really don't need that. Uninstall. All right, now we cannot uninstall Edge, and there is a way to do it, but not in this minor tutorial. So basically go through and find out what programs you don't want and uninstall them. Just be leery. Like all of these Microsoft ones here, you're going to need them. So kind of be careful on what you're going through when you're uninstalling programs. Okay? All right, so now that we've got that done, I'm going to close this out. And that's pretty much it. This is just a basic, it's going to kind of speed up your computer. It's going to help you do a lot of better things. You're going to notice a lot less lag in your systems going through and cleaning that stuff up. Now, there are more advanced tutorials out there, and if you'd like, leave a comment below and let me know if you want me to go into those more advanced tutorials. I will be more than willing to make those videos for you. Until then, thank you and have a good day.